Hello and welcome to Kicking Glass. It's the podcast that celebrates the women of IFMA around the world, Muay Thai, smashing down those glass ceilings and championing other women to do the same things that they have done themselves. Today we are super lucky. It is the IFMA World Championships coming up very soon in Turkey, and we have two athletes, young athletes from opposite ends of the world. So from New Zealand, we will have MissSMAC, Keona Parr. Welcome, Keona.
Kia ora.
Kia ora. Now, kia ora is a greeting in New Zealand in Māori, and Keona is a very proud New Zealand Māori, and she hails from Ngāti Raukawa and Ngāti Hikitanga or Hikitangi. You can say it either way, is this right?
Yes.
Sweet. She has had an impressive 10 bouts to her name already. And what's incredibly amazing about Keona is she has had to fight boys and girls just to get that number of fights, which is a huge amount. That's pretty tough, Keona.
Yeah, thank you.
You have started, I know like you started Muay Thai at 5 years old. At home with your mom until you were about 7, and then you got to go to the gym, and then you started training there. How was it? How was it that you really first got into it, though? Like, did you just see mum doing it, or what happened?
Well, yeah, I did see Mum doing it, and she encouraged me to join in with her. So I started joining in our garage at home, and then at 7, Mum opened SMAC Featherston, so I joined that.
Sweet. And Featherston is a very small town in New Zealand. It's a beautiful town. I actually used to live there, so I love it probably as much as you do. And but 2003 is going to be your first World Championships in Turkey, though you have won gold in your weight divisions for the last 2 years running as national titles. What weight and age division will you be competing in Turkey?
32 kilos and 12 to 13 years.
12 to 13. So that's under 14, is that right?
Yes.
Yeah, because I think Leni from Germany, who we'll be talking to a little bit later, she's 11 and she turns 12 during the championships. So she just sneaks into that younger age bracket, which is quite lucky for her, I think.
Yeah.
How long have you been training for now, all up?
About 6 or 7 years.
Wow, that's a long time, because like 12 minus 7, don't make me do the math, that's too hard for me. But I'm just thinking, how old were you when you first stepped into the ring?
I was about 7 years old, and my first fight was against a girl with an exhibition.
Was an exhibition?
And
Can
then
you explain? Oh, sorry. Can you explain what an exhibition is?
An exhibition is a fight where no one wins, and it's a draw, and it's just a fun fight in the ring. Just have
Oh, that's
fun.
fantastic. That's great. Do you know, it's so nice. A lot of people think fighting is not fun. So, like, in the first word that comes from your mouth to describe it is fun. That's pretty awesome. I just saw something come across the screen. There's a viewer and fan following us all the way from Cameroon. So that's also around the world from where we are. Pastor Oliver. So welcome to our podcast. Nice to have viewers. What were you thinking? Like, what was going through you? I know you thought it was going to be fun, but like, what else was going through your head, through your mind when you stepped into that ring for the first time?
I was nervous. I didn't really know what I was going into. I was quite excited. It was really different to all the other things I've done.
Yeah, you must be an athlete. You've done other sports as well?
Yeah, lots of everything at school. I do all those sports tournaments and everything. And yeah, netball, soccer, basketball, athletics, ripper rugby.
Yeah. And the list goes on, right? Damn, you are an athlete. No
Yeah.
wonder you don't enjoy that ring. Now, I've got to say, I can't have your last name, Keona, MissSMAC Parr there without kind of explaining a little bit about what this MissSMAC is, because there's also a lady smack, and then there's a sister smack, and there's a few smack. I just call a baby smack, but there's a few other smack people from around the world, because your mum was formerly known as Victoria Nansen. She also was a world champion. She's won medals also at the IFMA Games, and this year she is the New Zealand national coach as well. Can you, before we just talk a little bit about that, what does smack mean? Like, for me, it's a smack when you've been a naughty girl. Is that what it is?
Southern Martial Arts Club.
Ah, that makes much more sense. That makes a lot of sense. And did it start? Say again?
4 generations of it.
4 generations. Are you the 4th?
Yes. It started 32 years ago.
32 years ago. Wow, it's nearly older than me. Not really. I'm guessing your mum was one of those generations. So I've been talking to some other athletes around the world, some pretty big names like Tierra Brandt and Imam Barlow, and they have and Jazzy Parr, and their parents are also their coaches and also their parents. And Tierra's dad was also the national coach, and they said it was pretty hard because it took them a long time to understand when their mum was being mum or their dad was being dad and when they were being a coach. So it takes a bit of maturity to understand this. She's also your biggest supporter, I've got to say, your mum. What's it like having a mum as a coach and a national coach and a mum?
It's really hard. It's stressful sometimes because, you don't know when she's being mum, when she's being coach, and yeah.
That has got to be pretty hard. I like it. That's fantastic. What about there must be so many girls around the world that have the same situation, that have grown up in the gyms. Have you got any advice from what you've learned from having mum and as a coach?
Well, that is actually a really good thing because you can't cheat, because with you 24/7, everything you do, you just got to stick with
it. You just got to be honest, hey?
That's why they're like making you do all these things, because they love you and they want you to go far.
Oh, that's fantastic. And I'm guessing that you're just as passionate about the sport too, are you?
Yes. I love fighting.
You love fighting. Oh, I love to hear that too. That's fantastic. What other goals do you have in the future? Like, there could be personal goals as well as Muay Thai goals. Maybe give us some of each.
Well, I want to become a world champion for Muay Thai, and also once I finish that, when I'm older, I want to become a farmer and work on farms and have a chicken farm.
Seriously?
An animal farm.
You love animals. Oh, so I think people that love animals have big hearts, because it is such an important thing to take care of our animals, isn't it? A chicken farm, though, that surprises me.
Yep. I do look after all the dogs at home.
Do you?
Yep. And the
do you
eggs
walk them?
from the chicken.
You have chickens as well?
Sometimes I do feed them.
That's good. Do you have to collect eggs?
Well, I don't have chickens yet, but I'm going to get chickens soon, like in the next year or so.
That'll be brilliant. What advice would you have to other girls who want to get into Muay Thai? So let's think about everything you've learned, like as a fighter, because you've obviously been a fighter for a number of years now, even though you're only 12. What advice would you say to other girls that might want to be a fighter like you?
Well, be strong, be honest with your trainings and everything, and have fun.
I like that. Now, before we go and jump across the other side of the world to Leni, is there someone you want to give a shout out to?
Well, I'd like to give a shout out to my mum and dad for all their work they've done, and a shout out to the national team for putting in all of the work, and thank you to my whānau for all the fundraising and support they've done.
That's fantastic. Now, just so everybody knows around the world, whānau is family in Māori, in Te Reo, and is very, very important to us people here in New Zealand. Isn't that right?
Yes.
Definitely. So if we want to follow your journey, we can go onto ifmalive.com and you'll be able to see all the fights because they'll all be streamed. You'll be able to see, you'll actually be able to look up Keona and you'll be able to see when she's on. But we can also follow her on the New Zealand Muay Thai Federation's Instagram or Facebook page as well. And maybe Mum's as well. Is Mum going to be putting some stuff up?
Yes, she will be.
And is that a SMAC gym title or?
Yep, it's a SMAC gym title, and she'll be putting stuff up for the whole New Zealand team.
Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. We've had a few people saying hello. Sonia from Australia has said hello. Clinton, who also runs podcasts, is saying hello from Thailand. He's from Gym Unlocks, not an advertisement, just letting you know. And just jumping in there. So don't forget to share, don't forget to like, don't forget to hashtag Kicking Glass as we follow our women from IFMA, whether they are youth, whether they are adults, whether they are managers, whether they're supporters, whether they're coaches. We want to hear from you all. And remember, if you're going to kick some glass or kick ass, just do it like a girl. Keona, thank you so much. And we will see you in Turkey. Bye. Well, that was amazing. I don't think at 12 years old I could actually go live on that a few weeks before or days before I'm about to fly out to Turkey, which, so you know, from New Zealand is like a 27-30 hour flight. Keona's part at Facebook is up there, so you can have a look at that as well. Make sure you follow her, cheer her on, and support her. But up next, we have another youth athlete. It's so exciting to have these youth athletes from around the world. This is Leni, and she is coming all the way from Germany. And I am going to have a go at saying, Guten Tag, Leni. Wie geht's, mein Freund?
Gut, dir?
Good, yeah. That's about all I know. So also, hello in English. This is my first time doing a podcast, trying to do some translations. So across the bottom of the of the podcast, we are going to have. I will ask the questions in English. And Leni has also given me answers already in English, and the English ones will come across the bottom of the page. And when I ask the question, across the bottom of the page will also be in German and Deutsch. Deutsch, you say Deutsch, right?
Deutsch, ja.
Yeah. Got that one right too. So bonus. Now, Leni is nearly 12 years old. She will actually be turning 12 at the championships on the 4th of October. Your birthday? Yeah. And I am going to be trying to pronounce these things properly, so you might have to fix it. So Leni is from Mal Nordheim in Westfalen in Deutschland.
Mm-hmm.
Woohoo! I got it right. She started Muay Thai only 3.5 short years ago, but already has an impressive 17 bouts to her name with only 3 losses. So somebody just hello. I'll get their name next time it flicks up, so you can know who it is. Leni, tell us about when you first started Muay Thai?
Nachdem ich verschiedene Sportarten ausprobiert habe, habe ich meine Leidenschaft zum Muay Thai gefunden.
That's absolutely fantastic. So you obviously, like Leona, an athlete. Our second question to you is, after in Bangkok, so this is not Leni's first World Championships. She has been to the World Championships where she won gold medal. Yes?
Yeah.
And so in 2023, you also won gold at European Championships. Is that right? Or no? Yes,
Yeah.
it is right. Excellent. And you also have your birthday there. So what weight division will you compete in Turkey? What age and weight division?
Ich kämpfe in der Türkei 10 bis 11 Jahre alt auf 52 Kilo.
Sweet. Do you know how many already are? Alexander Dibaba is saying hello. He's from Germany, so he knows who you are. He says he's proud of you and hello.
Hello to Alex. We will send him greetings.
Greetings. So you first stepped into the ring in August 2021, only 1.5 years, 18 months after you went into the first time World Championship after fighting for 1.5 years. What were you thinking and how did you feel when you first went into the ring?
Ich war sehr aufgeregt und nervös, aber habe mich gefreut, in den Ring zu steigen.
So you're really happy. It's funny, Keona says also the same thing, a little nervous, excited, but happy. So we know that youth has Kevin Leetke.
Yeah.
And trying to pronounce it. Says hi to, and man, everyone's saying hi to you. Kasvia Lux and Maho says Leni Machini. Oh, you're a machine? Is that it?
Yes.
I don't know. Ik ben zo stolz auf dich, Leni.
Oh.
Did I get that right?
Yeah.
Oh, woo-hoo. I'm doing good here. It's really important to have support when and it's one of the most important things you need when you compete in the ring, to have somebody that supports you, because Muay Thai is very, very hard sport and a very demanding sport. Who are your biggest supporters and why are they important to you?
Meine Eltern und mein Trainer sind sehr wichtig für mich, da sie mich in allem unterstützen und sehr an mich glauben.
Excellent. Do you want to win gold at this championships coming?
Mein größter Ziel ist, für Deutschland zu kämpfen, auf der Olympiade antreten zu dürfen.
I've just lost where I'm at too. So your biggest goal is to compete for Germany at the Olympics. Well, I think because you are only nearly 12 years old, I've got some photos. I think you will have the biggest chance. Sending hugs from Alexander again. And thanks for supporting Germany. There was another German question, one that came across. Can you see them when they come across?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. This championship in Turkey, you want to win a gold again?
Yeah. Yeah.
Definitely. What advice would you have to give to other young girls who aspire to do Muay Thai and follow in your footsteps?
Man muss ehrgeizig sein und an sich glauben, das ist eigentlich das Wichtigste.
That is so true. You have to believe in yourself, right?
Yeah.
I have another question. So I have two, maybe. Maybe Kissy can help me translate.
Ja.
Maybe she can just speak to everyone that speaks Deutsch, and she can say anything that she wants to say about her journey and about where she wants to go. It won't be translated, but it'll be nice for the people that understand German. Deutsch.
Also, dass du einmal quasi sagst, wie dein Werdegang ist und was du den Leuten noch so mitgeben möchtest.
Wie mein was?
Dein Werdegang in Muaythai.
Ah,
Ne? Was du jetzt alles so erlebt hast, einmal. Ne? Und was du denen mitgeben möchtest quasi.
ich möchte den Leuten mitgeben, dass sie stolz darauf sein können, was sie alles in ihr Hobby geschafft haben, dass sie weiterhin Sport machen, das ist wichtig und ja.
Und Spaß.
Und Spaß.
Danke. That's great. Before we go and finish off, I am so impressed with you doing this at 11, nearly 12 years old in a different language. I already want you to win the gold.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we go, is there anyone you would like to shout out to, thank and say hello to?
Was soll ich mal? Ah.
Wenn du grüßen möchtest.
Mein Trainer Kevin Liedke.
Warum?
Good.
Das größte Lob geht an meinen Trainer Kevin Liedke, da er mich in jeder Kleinigkeit unterstützt und wenn ich mal keinen guten Tag habe, dass er mir dann hilft, einen guten Tag wieder zu haben. Ja.
Dankeschön. Is that right?
Ja.
Awesome. We are so impressed with you coming on. We wish you all the best in Turkey in a few days. It's not long until you fly out. You can watch Leni on ifma.live, all one word, .com. You will be able to see her fight. You will be able to see her win her gold. And you can also follow her on the Instagram MTBD, Muay Thai Bund. How do I say?
MTBD, Muay Thai Bund, Deutschland.
Muay Thai Bund Deutschland. And this is on Instagram and on Facebook, I think, as well, yes?
Ja, korrekt.
Correct. Okay, well, all the best for you. Dankeschön. Thank you so much for coming with us today. I am so honored to be able to share this time with you. If you want to follow us, we are at IFMA_woman. Don't forget to hashtag the kicking glass on your pods for us. Share, like, review. And I'm actually going to be back a little bit later on tonight with another young athlete, 21 years old, going to compete in the under 23 division, and she will be from Belgium. Jens says hello. Hi, Jens. Manho says awesome. And that's all we've got time for tonight. So thank